Hey, you know what it is. It is Monday. Monday. It is Monday. Urban Expressions News Mag Live. And we are once again bringing you Good Life Christian University. Good Life Christian University. The doctoral candidates are coming through for another great conversation with another doctoral candidate. His name is Edward Jones. We're waiting for him to come on. Oh, Dave Ramon. What up, Dave Ramon? How are you? What's going on? This is Urban Expressions News Mag Live. We do this every Monday. We've been featuring a series on Good Life Christian University and all the doctoral candidates. And tonight is like none other. And we are waiting on our guest today. I see Dr. Kalai, the president and founder of Good Life Christian University. She is on, and we are waiting for King Ed. What's going on? We are waiting. I just finished the speaker competition. Right now they're in deliberation. It's 15 minutes. So I'm telling you, 15 minutes in, I'm going to listen out, and I promise you midway, I might have to say, hold on for a second, because I'm waiting for my name to be called. Dave Ramon says, what up, baby? AKA Pretty Boy Day. Cancer Slayer, what's going on? How are you today? We are waiting for our guest today. His name is Mr. Edward Jones. I see Dr. Kalai. Anyway, we get a moment to talk to Mr. Edward Jones. He is a real estate professional. He said, I won. Did I? I'm waiting for the deliberations. They said at 8:45 there will be a deliberation. So I'm gonna pretty much tell you, I'm gonna be listening out for a second, and if I hear what I hear, I might have to just, Dr. Kalai might have to take over for 1 second. But thank you, Pretty Boy Day, aka Dave Ramon. Thank you so much. Kalai, we are waiting for Edward. Thank you to Front Page Nate for showing up and listening in on the competition. Thank you to Victoria for listening in on the competition. Wait a minute. Cancer Slayer said to Dave Ramon, I touch and agree. Hey, let's go. Come on now. Let's go. I just trust God. I'm waiting on him. We got 8:45. I'm still waiting for Mr. Edward. Maybe Dr. Kalai, do you know where he is? Let's King. His name is King. Let me get his page together. Maybe I could tag him. But either way, it's an exciting listen. Right before the competition, Front Page Nate says you did an excellent job. Not as usual. It's all new, but thank you. I appreciate you. Mindset Shift with Tiff, aka Tiffany, says good evening to you. We are waiting for our guest for this evening. His name is let me see what his social media name is. King's Kid. He just followed me 5 minutes ago, so I'm pretty sure he's not too far. But his name was Edward Jones. I might as well just read a little bit of who he is. Let's say he's a real estate investment firm. Oh, here he comes. I was just going to give you the layout while we're waiting for him. And once again, at 8:45, I'm gonna do an exit stage to the left for a second, just for 1 second, just one, yeah. Welcome to the stage. He's coming in. His name is King Edward Jones, doctoral candidate of Good Life Christian University. Okay, he's got the trees and things behind you. Hello, welcome, Mr. Edward Jones. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So you are a doctoral candidate of Good Life Christian University. How would you introduce yourself? I already introduced you while I was waiting, but go ahead and introduce yourself so they can hear it from you.
Just King Edward III, thankful that God is a part of my life and appreciative for life, I ain't got to go through no accolades. God is the center of it all.
Awesome. So awesome to meet you. And I am so excited. May I say congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And we're excited about August 24th. So let's start at the beginning. You are a real estate investment investment firm. But let's start when you were a child. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I didn't know it was an entrepreneur, but just anything that make money. I didn't care if it was a car lot. I used to ask my mom, like, where do the car lot get their cars from? How much do they pay? I always knew I just wanted to be in business. Um, that's it. Like, I mean, as we got older, we heard the term entrepreneur, but for me, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do, making money, doing something legal.
Making money doing something, and you're doing something amazing, real estate investment. But really, what intrigued me the most right now, because I've never quite seen it like this, the trap tours of Atlanta. Now, I need you to go and let the trap tours of Atlanta. You're going to have to go all up into this and show me tell me what that's all about. I saw the pictures or the videos, so tell me about it.
Well, of course, it's Trap Tours of Atlanta, traptours.com. It was inspired by my father, rest his soul. He used to come down to Atlanta, and I used to take him just around Atlanta. And he kept telling me, like, man, you should make this a tour. You should make this a tour. So what we do is try to get an experience of Atlanta. Um, Love the city, so we're going to take you to the restaurants that we see, a lot of the places that you may see in movies, especially some of the spots that we've seen at ATL, which is almost 20 years old. So we're going to take you around all the different parts of the city, the Ferris wheel, State Farm, all of those different things. And we're going to take you by the Trap Museum. But just want you to get the experience Atlanta, trying to get the experience they food, where I feel like the black culture is the most prominent in the United States at this present time. And so just want you to see the culture, spend money with your own people, connect and network, because there's a lot of that going on there too. So that's what it is. And then we also make it a party bus. So if you want to celebrate something, or you just want to go out and you don't want to Uber, we put you on there, take you to different spots that you may or not want, that you may want to go to and enjoy it. That's kind of what it is, that type of experience.
I mean, it sounds like a fun experience. I was like, wait a minute, Trap City Tours of Orlando. Hold up. Well, we all coming out there. Did we arrange for all the doctoral candidates to go on a trap tour?
I'm sure Dr. Cole has already put that in position. She probably got to say the word, and it would definitely be in position.
Awesome. So how did you originally get into real? I know you said, listen, I just wanted to do something, but what made it real estate?
Well, originally I started off in the trucking industry, a couple of years that I got down here, and that was very prominent, very lucrative, should I say, for me. And I've always just wanted to get in real estate. I was in it a little bit back home. I'm originally from Ohio, so I was, dibbling and dabbling back there. But just the real estate portfolio researches since I was young, that most of the people's income that are very successful, they have a real estate portfolio. So wanting to get into that aspect of it. And once I transitioned into it, I was very thankful that I did, because it's very lucrative, and was able to network. So the transition was wanting to know I want a portfolio to lead to others and be able to have some residual income coming in.
Got it. So real estate it is. So as an investment firm, so are you the one who, you're not necessarily a broker, you're the one who is actually buying properties and investing in the properties and flipping them or turning them over, or do you have multiple buildings that people live in? What type of give me the grand scheme of things when it comes
Uh,
to real estate.
the grand scheme is all of the above.
Ooh.
We're very fluid in, buying and rehabbing, which would be flipping. So we do that, in the Atlanta area, and then also in different states. So we flip in Florida, we flip in Georgia, in Ohio, and we currently are acquiring some property in North Carolina. So those are the different places. But yes, the goal is to do it all. To own multiple apartment complexes, own commercial property. So we build the liquid up, and we start where we started at. Now is very good. We're thankful, and it's not just about the money aspect of it, but it's also about showing other people how to financially be free, or financially be in a position they want to be in. So we kind of teach on it also, along with flipping the houses. We bring people along, and we do tours of showing, like, hey, this is how I started, this is how I ended, and we actually educate people on that. So it's more than just making money off of it. It's also educating the community. You let them know, like, most of the successful people in the world has used real estate as a tool to financially gain wisdom and financially gain income and generational wealth, as we hear a lot in our community now.
Absolutely. I love your Instagram. It says, I help my people actualize their dreams and then monetize them. So, what's the thing? So, someone says, listen, we might come from a place where, like, I don't just have, I mean, I have 50,000 sitting in the bank or the thousands that's sitting in the bank. And you're saying you helping me actualize it. But how do you help someone actualize it when they're like, listen, I don't believe it's possible for myself because I don't have money sitting in the bank? How do you help them do that?
Well, that's a great question, and those are the folk that I like to deal with. You know, if you got 50,000, we'll take that too. But you got to start with their mind first to make sure that's something they want to do. And if you don't have $50,000 in the bank, then that means you have a lot of time on your hand. So if you have time on your hand, you're going to educate yourself on a craft. So we teach people and show them how to build their capital up, dealing in real estate, you know, which is we call flipping paper, or they call wholesaling. You're not actually putting up your finances, you're putting up your time, your commitment, honoring your word. So you're able to do that to build up your capital, to get to flipping, to build up your capital, to get to apartment complexes, to build up your capital, to get to commercial. So we're going to actually take you step by step and educate you on. I simplify it, but I've been told that I should let them know it's not as easy as I make it sound. But to me, it is. Long story short, you just middleman in something. It's a Uber, a real estate. That's all wholesaling is. Uber, they own cars now, but before it was just everybody else's car. I get you a ride. So it's basically telling the person, I'm gonna buy your house, and then I'm gonna tell somebody else, if I get it for 150, I'm gonna sell it to you for 160. You can make X amount of dollars. So it's very simple to me. I think we overcomplex things as humans, but you know, that's how I help them actualize their dream. You can start from the bottom with $0, literally $0, no credit, no LLC, no nothing. You don't need nothing to start in this industry, but it will be a lot of time and work. It ain't gonna be every phone call is gonna hit. You might spend 30 days making phone calls. The 45th day you might hit, but you know, I can say it's gonna be more work. But if you got that, you know, I charge 20. But if you got that 20 bands, you know what I mean, you can go ahead and skip the line. You ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, but you made it seem, just in this conversation, you made it seem like it was possible for someone, like, listen, there's a guy, he's like, listen, I just want to provide for my family. You made it seem possible for someone that's like, listen, I don't have it, but I want to provide for my family. But you're saying as long as you put the work in, it's possible.
It's very possible, and it's done. Like literally, I tell people, if you put an hour a day in, 2 hours, an hour a day within 45 days, you'll be able to make some money. If you put 2 hours a day in within 30 days, you're gonna make some money. It's just, you know, it's the power of numbers, you know. So it's very possible, and it's very believable, and it's very doable with a 9 to 5. We all got an extra hour or 2 hours out of our day, whether we watching TV, watching YouTube, playing a video game, trying on outfits, whatever it might be. If you spend an extra hour a day working on your craft, that's 365 hours you're going to spend. That's 365 steps you took in a year to get closer. If we take 365 steps closer to anything in life, we're going to get better at it.
I love the way you think. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so they say right now, they're listening right now. Somebody said, Tania Delina says, is it a gimmick to say that you can get started in real estate without money? I don't believe that he's saying it's a gimmick. You got to work at it. So how would you answer that particular question to make someone feel that it's not a gimmick to get started in real estate without money?
I would have to say this. You're going to have to change the mindset of it. You know, if it's coming in and you got to do nothing, you get something, it's not going to work. No, it's not going to work for you. You got to put the work in. And the work is actually, and I'll just be honest, this is a part of my course. You have to actually make the phone calls and make the connections on a daily basis. You might get 50 no's. I don't want to sell my house before you get a yes. So all you're doing is asking somebody, can I get your house? Let's just say 100,000. We'll use a very low number, 100,000. You can turn around now after you get the house under contract. You're not putting up no money, so there's earnest money that you got to put down. But you can do what's called a due diligence process. You can say, I need 5-day due diligence. So now you got 5 days, and the due diligence means I'm going to go and look in your house. Within 5 days, I'm going to go and look, and I'm going to tell you if I like it or I don't like it. Within those 5 days, what wholesalers do is I got it under contract for 100. Let me see who else wants it. This house is worth 200, but it needs $50,000 worth of work. You can go anywhere from a dollar up to about $5,000 to $10,000 on your assignment fee. So you can go get a house and say, "Hey, I give you 100." They're like, "Yes." You got to run numbers. You got to understand real estate language, the conversation of real estate. How many bedrooms, bathrooms? What's the ARV? And how much is the rehab budget going to be? These are things you got to learn that people don't want to do. You're going to have to Google all of this stuff, or you're going to have to pay for it, or you're going to have to ask someone and add value to someone that they want to give you this information without charging you anything. So once you understand the language of real estate, you will know what an ARV is. You will know what a rehab budget is, and you will know what a purchase price is. So once you figure out these things, you then now go to the people. There's all kind of markets. PropStream is one. Tax Accessory is one. You can go on these markets and find these houses, and you got to know the ARV. If it's 100,000, it's worth 200. If I put $50,000 into it, it's gonna be worth 200. And we might say, "Oh, that's $50,000 profit." No, you add 105. You say, "I'm gonna say this profit for 105." You've made $5,000 without even having to put none of your money up. I'm gonna go a little farther. You tell the people who you finna sell the house to, the earnest money got to be in by X amount of days. Let's say you get them on the third day, earnest money got to be in 2 days. So now the people who you're selling it to is putting up and putting skin in the game. Only skin you got in the game is time. So you put your time into it. So once you had them people put the earnest money down, it's called an assignment contract. You assign a contract. I got the A to B contract. You're going to be the B to C contract. And I'm going to allow you to buy this house off of me without me having to put up any money. That's how you continue to build your liquid and you build your capital up to get to the point to buy more property. I still do both. I still call around, "Hey, y'all want to sell your house?" And when I got too many houses that I feel like I'm at my limit of flipping that I can handle, I sell it to my partners, my friends, or I get online and find people who bought property in the community. All right, "Hey, I seen you bought this house. You want to buy this one?" Because they're investors. So it's still a lucrative business. It's our people. I ain't gonna say our people. Some people want you to tell them everything without giving up anything, or asking the question, "How do I do that?" Our questions have to be formed properly. How do I do that? How am I able to make money with $0? Now, if you want to include your phone bill and say, "Hey, I got to pay my phone bill to make phone calls," or you got to pay the $10 for PropStream, $20 for PropStream, yeah, okay, so you're right. It costs us $30 to get started.
So do you have classes that you're teaching this? Is it so can someone go into a program where you're teaching them, or is that what you offer as well?
We definitely offer that, and we offer a full range. So it's the playbook for flipping.com, the playbook for flipping.com. And we have 3 different courses, of course, the beginners, intermediate, and the premium package. But what I try to sell is just the intermediate, which what we do when you buy our program is we actually get you the house that already is going to have the equity in it. So when you
Mm.
sign up, we're going to guarantee you get a house that already got the equity in it. Then we connect you with the loan officers. That's going to get you the money. You don't need W-2s. You don't need any of that. What you're going to need is a decent credit score, about 640. If you ain't got a 640, you can have somebody co-sign for you, or we can find somebody that would co-sign for you. You know what I mean? So, and then they even go down to 580. Your interest rate is going to be higher. They're going to give you the money for the house. They're going to give you the money for the rehab. You got to put 10% down. So that's why I say in wholesaling, you build your money up. Let's say you got to put down 15,000, 20,000. You sell 4 or 5 houses, save that money, act like it don't exist. When it's come time for you to flip a house and you got to put $20,000 down, you now have that liquid in your stash ready to go. So yes, our course teaches wholesaling. Our course teaches everything about what realtors, what compensation you should offer. It's going to teach you about closings, down payments, and the biggest thing is project management. So you're going to learn how to rehab a house and what aspect and what form and what time frame you should rehab a house and what kind of houses you should buy.
Awesome. Dr. Kalai, while you talk, they're getting ready to announce the
Yeah,
winners. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic
I,
off while you talk.
I will make sure it's no dead air on there for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. How you doing, King? I'm listening to your whole. I'm like, listen, I'm dropping hearts, 100s,
And
everything in the comments.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. No complaints, man. Very thankful. Thankful to be a part of your program. Thank you to be on this Instagram tonight, man. So just coming from a space of joy and happiness.
Yes. I see the people comment and did Joanne, could you pin the real estate course so people can see it? Yeah. So I'm gonna get Joanne in it. But so can you tell us, I know Shelly's next question would be your road to being a doctoral candidate. Like how much work have you actually put in to be at this level?
Um, I don't know.
And
I would say a lifetime of work, but pertaining to business and ministry, I think since about '06, as far as ministry wise, I've been involved, been able, and had the privilege to minister, tens of times, we say 50 times, in front of a congregation. Thankful for that. But the work ministry wise has started since I was a youth. I've always was taken to church. As far as business wise, I say I started my own business when I was 9. My parents bought me a bunch of stuff that I wasn't using when I had a yard sale. People bought it. One guy pulled up and just gave me some money and said, "I'm proud of what you're doing." That kind of inspired. So when I got to Atlanta in '06, that's where I say the ministry kicked up a level of understanding who God is and understanding the God in me.
so Joanne said her link again, the link to your course.
I'll put it in here real quick.
She gonna type it in, Joanne. So that was some good stuff in terms of flipping houses too. I seen some people were saying. My thing is, I'm not sure how property can be like a gimmick in itself because people we have to live places. You know what I mean? So it's not really a gimmick. It's just a matter of do you know the steps to get you to where you need to be.
Right. Right. No, definitely. I mean, it's a very good question because, we live in a scammer world and people want to know if it's a scam to hear $0. But I would rather pay money than put my time into things. And I think people don't understand when you put your time in, if you literally could go on YouTube and do anything, male or female, you can learn how to drop an engine off of YouTube. Is it true you could drop your engine for free? Yes. Are you going to take the steps and use the tools that they say use? So I understand the perspective of it. Like if somebody told me I can make money off stocks without putting a dollar down, I 100% know. I have to educate myself on this and figure out what angle they're asking me to come from.
Right. Right. Because like you said, that $0 down play, the interest may be higher. You know what I mean? Or, the requirements are a little bit greater than what it would be if the person had good credit, or it depends on where you are. But I think a lot of the times people are afraid to even start something.
That's
They're
what it is. It's the afraid to start of, am I going to do it right or wrong? Let me tell you something right now. Every business person has done something wrong. And you better get all your mistakes out as soon as possible because it's better to go on and get them out now than think that you're winning and you do something that puts you out the game forever.
so somebody said I need help with a reverse mortgage. My grandmom did. Do you know anything about that? A reverse mortgage?
Yeah, that's for them to be able to keep their house. Now they got to get out of it, which still is going to lead back to credit score, co-signing, the correct loan officers who are going to be able to have the products that you would need. So yes, we definitely know people. If you DM me, if you got the Instagram, DM me. I can definitely connect you with a loan officer because basically you're trying to get out of that loan and get in something where you're moving forward at.
So you hear that, Tania? DM him. So any other free? First of all, I need y'all to understand that King Edward is a gem dropper. So any other gems that you would like to drop on the students of GLCU tonight?
I mean, if they really want to get in real estate for free or for a low cost, because I think free is, they think nothing. I don't have to do nothing. But if you want to put the time in, and let's just say the money that I said, go to prop stream. The free part was to go to the tax accessory. There's short sales. There's foreclosures. You really just got to put the work in and do the time. That's why I said I'd rather pay money to learn because you're really going to have to learn on your own. You're going to have to Google, what is a short sale? Well, how do I get a tax property? All of that kind of stuff you can tie up, you can wholesale, you can get a realtor to help you out with. Like, get a realtor. Realtors most of the time are free. Get a realtor, take them to lunch, or barter. If you a hairdresser, if you a barber, barter with them. Hey, I do this for free. Teach me this. Then you can learn. We have to add value to somebody else that's going to add value to us. If I don't have it, but I have a skill set, let me offer this for free, which it really ain't for free, which really you're not even really pulling your weight, because that little $100, $200 hairdo, $50 haircut is going to bring you thousands in for the rest of your life if you keep doing the same thing.
You got people saying Josh said thank you for the information. He uses Deal Machine.
There y'all go. Deal Machine is one. I use that. Deal Machine is one. PropStream is one. Tax Accessory. Even if you find somebody who is doing bank winterization or summarization, and you talk to them, you get the information. This house was a foreclosure. You have to get connected to the people. You gotta get connected and network with people. But the biggest thing, without putting no money up, is going to be wholesaling, aka flipping paper, putting the house under contract, selling to somebody else. I put it on another level. If your friend got a car and they say this car worth 10,000, they're gonna sell it to you for 5,000. You turn around and tell somebody, hey, I got a car for 6. It's that simple. It's definitely middleman. Is the principle is that simple, but the work is the work.
I see. Look. Dr. Lai, you kept it going, Dr. Kalai. I saw you. Y'all, listen, I see everybody ready to get into real estate. You changing lives right now. You changing lives.
And that's always the goal. It's always the goal. Financial stability and freedom is cool, but I think one of the biggest things for me is turning other people into millionaires, turning other people into, 100,000aires, whatever terminology they want to use. But more than just a number is to being able to, have your family. It's nice to, not have to worry about bills and go on the vacation, things of that nature. So I still live way below my means to be able to have that life.
They said this is confirmation. I was just offered a manager position, which will help me with my nonprofit. I can't read the rest of it. Then it says somebody else said, "Oh, Joanne." She said, "Connect with Joe Diamond, the realtor." She got a whole billboard down here too, right off of Roswell Road.
What?
As
Listen, this is
As Georgia Home Advisor. Georgia Home Advisor out here flipping houses. I see you on here, bro. Georgia Home Advisor, he flip houses, connected. You connect with people like that. They can give you nuggets that'll move you forward.
Y'all,
man.
and this gentleman, I want y'all to know the whole GLCU weekend. I know we still excited about it. This man has hosted us for the floating brunch at his magnificent house. So we can't wait to turn up. I said y'all gotta really say thank you and shout out to King on the live. Yes.
That's all for Dr. Line.
Yes, because he has contributed so much to making the GLCU weekend a success.
That
Um,
is so amazing. I didn't know. So the floating brunch, because I was like, what? I can't wait to see a floating brunch. I want to see how my brunch
I
floats.
know that's right. Me too.
yes. So yes, he is definitely it has been really, really, really helpful with getting GLCU together. I'm like anything that I asked him for, he was gracious enough to do. So I just wanted to publicly submit a thank you to him and just acknowledge him that you guys that the weekend is going to be phenomenal because we got phenomenal people, places, and things
Talk
happening and putting.
to him, doctor.
Yeah, I don't
So
know. You should probably run it down to him because that weekend,
yeah,
I mean, the ceremony in itself, is amazing. But you have lined up something to do every single
yeah.
day.
Yes. So Friday night we have the all white rooftop party. Then we had so it's going to be a complete mixer of talking about everything from real estate to life insurance to short term rental, long term rentals, literally covering credit, so many different aspects of business, because the goal and ideal is for GLCU to not just be another alumni or graduating class, is that this class is going to grow substantially and exponentially to the next level. So that's what it is. It's about joining and being a collective and actually coming together and really honing in on each individual skill and making it work for everybody. So
Woo. So that's
that's
Friday night. Go ahead.
so Saturday night is basically Saturday is the ceremony in itself, which is August 24th at 1 p.m. But after the ceremony, of course, we got to turn up and really just celebrate the fact that you have been conferred into having a PhD. So that's the turn up in itself.
Hey,
But yeah,
hey.
yeah, that you guys will be doctors. You know what I mean? So it's a big deal. But Sunday, the ultimate day, I feel like that
What?
is
We missed part of it. Say it
no.
again.
I said, and that Sunday, of course, as you guys know, like we just said, the float and brunch happening at King Edward's amazing home, and we're just going to literally it's brunch on the water. Like, who don't want brunch and flowers and water and like, with music and food and all the festivities. And mind you, it's dine with the doctors. Have you ever dined with 20 doctors at one time? Have you ever did that?
Hey.
Woo.
Like, have you ever really did that? Like, actually sat down and dined with some doctors? Like, so what are you doing this week? I need y'all to work on your doctor voice. Like,
So, so, thank you for coming. I don't know, man. We got to work on the work.
we
Woo.
gotta we gotta work on it. We
right.
definitely got. I gotta work on it.
But it's just going to be an amazing time. But like I said, I had to pay homage publicly because we were just talking about too. I had came back from Philadelphia and I had gotten a citation, and we talked about this is the dispensation of time where people who have given so much behind the scenes really need to get their flowers publicly, and it needs to be a public display of all of the private work that they've been putting in, because most of those people, when they want to remain behind the scenes, it's like they almost prompt you to know how to respond to them. Like, they don't want you to share too much information about them, or they don't want you to shout them out. So they give in secret. But this is the time where so many people will be elevated publicly because it's just spilling over. The grace is spilling over. The favor is spilling over to where people just have to see it.
Mm.
So that's this time that is just, you really can't do anything about it. You've done so much, you've sown so much. Now it's time for you to reap your harvest publicly. That's just what it is. And we gotta
Amen, amen.
work into it, because most of us be like, I still want to stay behind the scenes. No, you gotta get drug out, because the ones who shouldn't be doing it are doing it, and the ones that should be doing aren't doing it.
Come on, talk that talk.
So
You know what I mean?
true. So true.
So it's time to get in alignment. Like, this is more than just a graduation. This is about getting in alignment with your next level, because it's a certain level of grace that comes with that new authority.
Amen.
Absolutely, the new authority. So King Edward, what do you plan to do with your new authority? How will you present yourself to this wonderful world with your new authority?
Thinking about it, I've been thinking about it for a minute. I know, more or less impact the kingdom, impact people with, what I mean? Of course, first is the spiritual aspect, which is the only thing that can get people freed from anything, whether they dealing with torment, whatever the case may be, and then use my finances, properly towards my community the way that God said, because I believe there's a good thing and then there's the right thing. And I think a lot of us do good things, but we don't do right things. Meaning, we could do a good thing, let somebody in our home, pay for something, but that might not be what God asking us to do. He might be asking us to let that person go what they go through so he can get to them. And then there might be somebody else on the side of town that might need the blessing that you want to give to someone you know or you feel comfortable with, or self-gratification. Sometimes we do things and it makes us feel good, and it's a good thing, but it's not the right thing. So I want to do the right thing moving forward with this doctorate degree and use it as an advantage to further show the God in me.
Man, that's powerful. Mindset shift with Tiff, aka Tiffany, says, I'm getting in alignment with my new authority. Woo!
Yes.
Yes,
Come on. Come on, Tiff.
Getting in alignment. I'm telling you. She said, let me start practicing my doctor voice.
definitely.
Yeah.
They're not gonna know what to hit. They were like, listen, you sound different. I know that's that doctorate degree that just came. I'm sorry, but you know how you can get one too? You can go ahead and check out the GoodLifeCU.com and you can get one too, right? You just put the work in.
Fall classes are starting as well as spring, so they can definitely look on the website and sign up. And anybody who is on the live tonight that signs up, we do have a 25% off scholarship right now. You just type in the code Good Life, and you'll be able to start today, um, enroll today, and start today using that code.
What? You said a 25%
Yep, scholarship. Yep, tonight.
scholarship, a 25% scholarship today. It's the goodlifecu.com. You know what you need to do. 25% off. And we're talking about changing your life with some knowledge that you need and necessary. So, woo! Thank you, Dr. Kalai,
Yes,
for sharing that.
the code is Good Life.
Good life. Welcome to the good life.
Hey,
Yes.
Well, that's amazing. Thank y'all so much. But unfortunately, y'all, I did not win the competition.
What?
So I went over to here. I didn't win the competition, but I won by showing up. I'm not mad.
Yes.
But I did not win the competition.
That's okay. Listen, there will be more. There will be others, and when it is your appointed time, it will be so. So, like you said,
Indeed.
one by being in the building.
I know that's right. Indeed, guess what? But I know what's happening on August 24th. You
that's right.
know. So, all right. So you're walking. You mindset shift with Tiff is walking in alignment. You're doing kingdom building, and everyone is going to be doing something to make sure that we push the agenda of the kingdom forward in this whole PhD type of vibe, and we get to go float on have a floating brunch, which I just have been anticipating for so long. And for those family members that are here listening, y'all heard it. We're going, do the families get to come too?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The families get to come. Oh, well, we're going to have a good time. Mindset shift with Tiff. That's the mindset you won by stepping out of your comfort zone and showing up. You right. That was definitely step out of my comfort zone. But God is good. Tiffany showed up and she was supporting. I saw her on the line watching. So thank you, Tiff.
Yeah.
But thank y'all so much, King Edward. I think you changed people's lives tonight.
Yes.
King Edward. I'm telling you, I feel like you freed a lot of people. And that's an amazing thing to do. You free them because most people think to even get out of wherever they are, it's going to take them a lot of money to do it. Like, listen, you need this investment, this. It takes a lot of money, but you freed the mindsets of so many people today.
Oh, well, God be the glory. I ain't gonna take no credit. I hope they just put it into practice.
Get you right. Put it into practice. Put it into
Right.
practice.
And the course is actually tagged y'all too for the playbook. So
Oh, okay, let me see.
I believe it's pinned. It's the playbook for flipping.com.
The playbook for flipping.com. I'm looking forward to see it. Probably was, oh, there it is. The playbook for flipping.com. Uh, I pinned a comment, y'all. The playbook for flipping.com.
Yep.
And so everybody that can get that when they go on there, the playbook for flipping.com, there's courses or there's a book that they can go and they can read it to get started. But I'm gonna take the plate. Is that what that's what it is? They read it to get started, and then
Yes,
there's some courses on
they
there as
get
well.
information. It's definitely courses on there. There's a smaller package, because there's some larger packages, but then there's a smaller package that you can get to give you the information. You can read over what you're going to get. Two of the courses actually come with me being hands-on at your property. So they'll be able to get start to finish on there, and they'll be able to properly, it's a very simple website. It's not a whole lot on there, but you will definitely be widely educated on the aspect and the totality of real estate and whatever playing field it is, whether it's commercial, whether it's real estate, whether it's residential, any of those things you'll be able to know 100% and be educated to go in any room and talk to anybody.
Woo! All right, I need to know everybody who's going on there. You need to put a heart in the chat saying yes. I'm going to the website. I'm going to buy the book, check out everything. Who's going to do it? Because you know what? The only way to do it is to really put the action to it. Are you doing it? Let me see your hearts. Let me see who's doing it. Because you hear, right? And you might as well go ahead and go to the playbook for flipping.com so that you can learn some information. And if you feel like maybe I'm not ready right now, just go. Just go.
Fact.
You're one step away.
Right.
Talk to them, Shell.
That was it.
Where's your hearts? Where's your hearts? Come on, y'all. Where's your hearts? Where's your hearts? Here's my hearts. Where's with the hearts? Right there.
Okay.
There's my hearts.
Hey.
Why do you want him?
That's my hearts right there. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. We'll be back again next week for the next doctoral candidates. We'll have 2 next week starting at 8:00. So thank you so much to King Edward.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure.
Thank you for changing the mindset of people. Thank you for freeing them. And I'm praying that they all go. I'm praying that someone says, listen, I didn't hear, I never heard this quite like this before. So now I'm going to go. That's the thing. I personally have never heard it quite like the way you broke it down. So why not go? Why not go take that chance and do it? So y'all have a great and amazing evening. And once again, congratulations to you. And I can't wait to see you on August 24th. And then, that Sunday, all up and through your home on the water with a floating brunch. I'm so excited. Woo!
I'm looking forward to it too. I appreciate you guys for having me, man. Y'all enjoy your night and have a good evening.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.